How's it, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Corne. Welcome to the channel. This is another channel that I'm creating. It's called Car Drive, as you guys would have seen it by the name. So this channel is going to be concentrating on some of the other models that that a certain dealership carry with. So this is the Lepas L4 PANTERA. I will put a little screenshot on the screen just now, and then you guys can see the different prices and the different models. This is the top of the range one, yeah. So I have spent about a day and a half with it, driving with it. My ins and outs about the car, what I like about it, what I dislike about it. You'll see it's kind of at night. I just got very busy during the daytime, so I'm here at my office, quickly shooting the video before I have to return the car in about an hour and a bit time. But anyway, let's get started. So the ergonomics, let me flip this around. Okay, so let's stick on this camera so you guys can see a bit of the interior, but there will be a one where the light is a lot better. So, but yeah, let's just get into the screen. So one or two things I'm like about the screen, but what I don't like about is that I just hope they don't go, you know, like Tesla. Here's your little start button. As you can see, it's pulsating when you want to turn it on. But now here's a nice screen. You can see it's quite a large screen, and then here is some physical buttons. So let's just quickly press it on once. You'll see it's pulsating there. You press it again. It shows the interior there. So this looks it's a very small screen. It's about the size of a cell phone. You can see there's my hands. This would be the cell phone size. So it's got all the information you need. There's not much that you don't need from there. If you guys are used to having a lot of information in front of you, you will be disappointed. One of the other features is, so you'll see there is no gear lever. You will not find a gear lever over here. The gear lever instead is over there. Let's see if I can get a picture. There, right there. So you press up for reverse, down for drive, and then you press the button for park. But then also you can go up between for neutral. Now, okay, so let me just do it like this way. So you'll see that there's the button here, which you press on the side here for the parking. But to disable it, there is no parking assist here. Where your handbrake is down there, with your lights as well, and your fog lights as well. There is literally nothing here. The only thing behind here, the steering wheel, is your parking, and then your wipers and your indicators for your sensitivity and for up and down. And there's your little screen. Let's just switch this off here so you guys can see a nice screen there. But that's how it is set up. So you can see all your details, all the stuff that you guys need to see. Let's try to do this so that it makes it a bit clearer. Okay, that's better. But anyway, so there's the Lepas, and then this one as well, which is nicer. It's got the lane keep assist. It's got your cruise control, your basically your autonomous driving. Then you can basically set this one. I think this one was set for the cameras, so you can see 360 cameras. And then this one is just your normal. If you're familiar with the models, it's basically all the same. However, they have changed the volume and the phone around. I'm used to, on my 7, I've got the volume over here. But yeah, let's quickly dive down. Okay, so the main buttons that you've got, you'll see, are basically your fans, and you can see a bit of your wipers, your windscreen, your speeds up and down, your aircon. Okay, so now let's just quickly go exit. Cool, so now you can see all the stuff here. So now you can see there's my Android Auto playing, there's the phone. Now this was the current fuel consumption I was doing of to start up. Okay, so I started the car up now. There's my tires. And then that was my weekend average speed, you know, the fuel consumption, which wasn't bad. A lot of it was in town. There was about 20 kilos that was on the highway. But yeah, and then this screen is quite cool. You can change the screen if you want to have something on the screen. Okay, so let's quickly shoot down here. So you see there's no messages. So drag up the screen here. So there's your air cons. What's nice is this one also has ventilated seats, which it was very nice yesterday because it was getting quite hot. And then you have your normal settings for your cabin cleaning. And yeah, so changing the volume, the temperature, you just slide it up and down. Same as this fan speed, you just slide it up and down. And then here's just your normal ones. So you can stick that down. Okay, so you'll see there's your car. Now this is all your car settings. So you can see your lock doors, your windows, your wiper sensitivity, your lights and your speakers. This is your steering wheel button, so that is the adjustment, so you can stabilize that one. Then we've got lights. So the one thing I don't necessarily like about this is to adjust your headlights. You need to physically go in here, and you need to physically change it which way you want. So yeah, that's what is nice. It's got the intelligent high beam assist. I was driving with that in Pretoria at night, and when there's no cars, it was put on brights, and when it was, cars or pedestrians approaching, it switched it off. We've got our normal drive, so I've been driving in sports mode, in normal mode. What is nice is that the steering actually stays in the mode that you had, and then you've got this easy mode, which basically makes the steering wheel very light, so for tight spots you can get around a lot easier. You got your driving assist, so you can see here is your avoidance intelligence. So this thing comes fully kitted with all the different stuff, so you don't need to go and spend $1 million on this car for all the different stuff that this thing has. I mean, my supervisor's got a R420k Merc that he bought secondhand, and it doesn't even have half of this stuff here. So here's also another thing. So your wiper maintenance mode. So here's what you need to do. So if anyone has one of these and they're not sure, this is what you do. And then you can just select it to shift them, which is quite a nice thing to do this. However, I feel that this, they should make it easier, like on the previous models where you just did the wiper once you switch the car off. We're just going to go out of here, so we're going to cancel that. We've got the display, so you can just have wallpapers, you can have the displays. So I've got the display on auto, and then the control screens, instrument cluster, video restrictions, that's for if you want USB, and then it locks the screen so you can't watch any videos while driving, and then obviously for screen cleaning. Okay, so we've got your link, which is just basically your Bluetooth, and then wireless charging. So you can just go into there. And then this was just your normal sound. So all of them have this, which I'm not going to get into too much detail. It's just your volumes. But then here you've got your sound effects and the sound volumes. So incoming calls, it just shows you your broadcast, your button tones, which I switched off because it's annoying as hell. Then you can do your speeds, your sound balance. You can also do your sound effect adjust. So you press on the little arrows on the bottom, and then you can set, it's currently set for vocals. Because I'm one of those guys, I like hearing the singing more than the actual music, because the singing normally means something deep. We're going down to voice, and then you'll see here is the voice activation and voice settings that you need to do. So you got the main driver mode and then continuous conversation. I don't quite understand that, but as far as I understand, it means something like a AI system. But yeah. And then you just got your normal factory reset. Now what's nice is you can see it's got a 64 gig memory in it. So it's got a little bit of space if you want to add extra stuff. Gesture navigation, so that is, if I show you here, it just wants to know how you want to swipe up. You want to swipe up for this, swipe left or right for that. So depending on how you swipe depends on what you get. And then just your time and your units and all that. So here is for you want Ks per liter or liters per 100 Ks. Cool. So we got the nice view of this. As you can see, there's the speakers, there's the interior. It's got this effect. And this is the interior. Okay, one thing I don't like is this battles to fit. Now this is slightly bigger than a Monster energy drink. That is just a little too small. Okay, this got this fiber. This I didn't like. I'm used to my car where it's more up here, but for people that are used to it, this was a bit of a weird thing as well. This feels very far back. So if you look at it, I kind of expect it to be more towards there, not here. This here. So the whole door feels like the interior should be shifted that side maybe about 5 centimeters. It just, and the handle here instead of being up there. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So that's where my knee is. That's where the handle is. So this I can reach comfortably. This feels like my arm is cramping up. You can see my elbow is almost touching past the pillar. That's the grab there, which isn't bad. But yeah, I feel it should be more here, not down there. And then there's the little screen. You can see. And then you got wireless charging here with vents so that it cools it down. And then you got more of a big space down there with your USB, your 12 volt, and your C port. And little sunroof. So let me show you now. I'm back in my car. So let me show you what I'm talking about with regards to the doors. Okay, so see, so on the Lepas, the handle is here. This handle is there, and that other one would be sitting over here. So, see there, it's nice. I can stretch my arm out, and I can open up. The other one is about there, because this is all shifted back. So we've got that armrest. And then, yeah, you can see the bottle fits nicely. The other one, the bottle goes in that direction, and it presses up against the section. So that is the only gripes I've got about that other car. I still love my little baby. while I've got her, I can show you guys quickly. Yes, that is a lot of kilos. So yes, that's my little baby. So now, back to the rest of the video. One of my guys at the office, he's trying to open it up and test it out. So it's secure. So what's the nice thing is this thing's got a nice big boot. It's got tie rings all over. So check, there's 1, 2, and then it's got a top one up here. So all the ignitions here. And then we got a run flat with a medical kit. And then yeah, so the reason I'm taking this out is to show you can have it at 2 different heights, the top or the bottom. So let me quickly stick this in. So yeah, we can run that like that, and you see then it runs on the top. Then it's one continuous floor there, smooth there. Now we can grab that, pull that lap back a little bit. You see it drops, push it. Now you got that much extra space. It does, however, have a section going up, but there. Let's give us a close here. We've got the exterior design. Really looks nice. Alright, so let's go climb into the back. You can see here. So like I said, this just feels, I feel like it needs to be up here. This just moves forward. But that's my only critique I've got about the car. It's a bit lighter now, so I can send you guys the outside photos of this little car. So if I look at the Lepas, there's your vehicle in question. Now, quick thing I want to show you is here's the little car key. Okay, you can see it's badly scratched, but the car's got 8,000. But this looks like a futuristic car. If any of you guys ever watched Demolition Man, this is what it reminds me of. I know this is also very much what Porsche do with their cars, that it's the same color as the car. But let's give you an exterior view. So if we have a look, we've got some nice, really nice mags. I do like their design. I think we are running on 18s or 19s. But anyway, yeah, we've got this gorgeous color. You can see with the sun busy coming up, you can see how it reflects off it. And you got these lights. Those lights are laser, they're not LEDs. There was a nice thing that this morning where I was driving and I had it on the high beams. As soon as we hit a place where there's cars, it switched off. And we've got this gorgeous sign up top there saying Lepas. And this is the demo from Midrand that they borrowed for me. It's got 8,000 kilos on it. Yeah, so shout out to Midrand, especially JP and Tian. So here's a lot of things that guys aren't going to see. Check this out. You see this a lot in the sun. When it hits the sun, this just pops. Looks so nice. As well as what a lot of people wouldn't see is under there. They've got that design as well, all the way to the front. And there it is, drive your elegance. So now you'll see that's the bottom range one for $299. How's it? So spending a day and a half with this car, then driving this morning, what is my opinion? Now bearing in mind I'm not being paid by anyone, this is just what I feel on this car. So yes, it is a nice car. There's a lot of stuff I like about it. There's a lot of stuff that is cool. This car is punching way above its price range. I mean, sorry, what are you going to get that has all of these features for 420,000? Nothing. Please. And I'm not talking second hand. Show me what you guys are going to get for the same that this car has. Everyone at my office has been looking at it. They feel it's quite luxurious. However, that being said, like I said, there was one or two things that I felt that I understand the economics. Me as a big guy, I found that the handle is just a little too low. I know a lot of people are going to complain or say that it's too low. Some people are going to say it's a perfect position. That does depend on, like I said, that's purely my opinion. That is mainly because of the size I am. 6 foot, 130 kilos. A person that is 5'5", 70 kilos, a different story. I do know some of the taller guys, maybe 6.5 feet, they will battle, especially this as well. And the seat is on its lowest setting. However, that being said, I do sit bolt up. I don't sit flat light. Yeah, like I said, the only grievances I've had on the car can literally be the handles. And like I said, this is my personal opinion. The car itself, I think, is a wonderful car, and I can't wait to drive the L6, which hopefully that'll be soon. I'm here at Cherry now, busy dropping it off. So yeah, well, yes, it's Cherry, but they separate, if I can put it that way, and it'll be Lepas. So yeah, guys, check out for the other channel as well. I've still got the Ball Cherry, and then I've got this channel, so I'm keeping it separate so that you guys know what's going on and what's going on with the different cars. Because there's a ton of cars coming in. I can't even, if I have to start mentioning all the different models coming in, it is just chaos. There's so much. We've got the new, for Cherry side, we've got the new Buckies and the EVs coming in. From this side, there's going to be a hybrid version of this one, which I want to try and see if I can do a week-long test on that one to see if it's the same economical as the T7 hybrid, which you would have seen on the other channel. I want to get hold of a motor. So any of the other guys that do the other brands, give me a buzz, give me a call, DM me, and let's test those cars out and get the word spread. Because I'm sorry, but the Chinese, regardless of whether it be Lepas, a motor, Cherry, your Tour, have all BYD. I mean, there's Deepool, there's Changyang. There's more Chinese than there are other manufacturers currently in the country. So I'm sorry, China, you guys are taking over. The rest of the manufacturers, you guys need to pull up your socks big time. I'm sorry, you guys are falling. I know Volkswagen have got some issues with their factories where they have to start letting people go, but see what you guys can do. Anyway, guys, have a lucky day, and I'll chat to you guys my next period. My next video. It's been a long day. Even though it's only 7:30, it feels like it's been a super long day. Okay, guys, cheers, stay safe, love you all, and God bless you guys. Bye.